Bridget, growing up on a farm in Chatham.
I didn't grow up on a farm. Chatham, whatever this is wrong.
Chatham, baby, Chatham.
What are you binge watching?
Modern Family.
Really?
Who's your favorite character? You watch the show so much you remember characters.
His posture's immaculate.
Get comfortable, like you're not on TSN.
Who's the most famous person in your contacts?
Okay, go ahead.
It's probably her.
Oh, I'm not famous.
No, he is on TV all the time.
I have Michael Jordan written in there in a contact, so I don't know if it was him, but I'm assuming it was him.
Where's your phone?
I mean, you are
Over there, it's gone.
Thanks to the both of you for being here. You're both in your WNBA seasons. How's that going for each of you right now?
I'll start because ours is not record-wise going as good as hers is right now, but the season itself has been really awesome. Being in LA obviously is very new for me, but I love the team, love the coaching staff, love what we're building there, and it's been really fun to be back on the court and in a capacity where I'm just confident and happy, so enjoying that.
Yeah, it's been good. It's my 6th year in Minnesota already, which is crazy. But we have a really great group this year. Chemistry off the court has translated to on the court. The culture we've built over the last couple of years is really like showing on the court in our record and how we're enjoying every single game. And things aren't great all the time. Our record's good, but we've had some ups and downs. And I think the culture we've built and the people in the locker room have made it a lot of fun through the highs and lows.
One of the burning questions we've been asked is, what do you think of Bridget's arm sleeve?
Oh, what do I think of it? It threw me off occasionally. it really did.
The first time?
Bridget is just such
swaggy.
I am.
She's iconic in her own way, okay? And I think a lot of that comes from the fact that I never see it. Well, you had knee pads for a while there, yeah. But her arms were always bare. And so now, you see them, they're jacked because she's definitely been working out on her arms.
Ooh.
She's got the sleeve on there and you're like, wow. And you know what? It's working for her. She hasn't missed in a while, which has kind of been frustrating, but awesome to see. So you know what? Bridget has her own swag.
It's a necessity right now. I literally have stitches in my elbow, so
it's evolved.
It's a
since I've known
necessity.
you.
Thank you.
And it's gotten better.
It's gotten better. It's gotten better. That's for sure. That's for sure.
The two of you face off tomorrow for the second time this season. Do either of you expose each other in your team scouts when things come up?
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
I mean, I get asked but they have Yeah, that's true too. We have our own scout, obviously, and then our coaches will be like, anything else, BC, that you can add on Kia?
You're like, let me.
If they've missed something, usually they don't. Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Did you add this time?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. I am a good friend. Actually, one year, I don't remember which team I was on at the time. They're like, which way does Bridget like to drive? And I was like, right left. I was like, I can't actually remember. And then I'm pretty sure I told them right.
I don't drive a lot.
No, but I think I told them right, and they were like, she definitely goes left. And I was like, I don't really know. She goes both ways.
You ask.
Don't ask me.
Legit, yeah, you got the answer.
I was like, I was wrong, so it's fine.
That's hilarious. The cool thing about the two of you is you both share a distinction that no one else has. You got to play with your W teams in Canada. For each of you, what was that experience like?
Go ahead.
It was surreal, overwhelming a little bit. For me, I had just come back from overseas too, so it was like I landed in Minnesota, had 2 days here, and then we flew to Toronto for that game. It was pretty incredible though. I mean, the excitement in general around the game, around women's sports, around the WNBA, you felt it like on the streets before the game, the day before the game. That was pretty incredible, just knowing like Canadians are excited about women's sports, they're excited about the WNBA, they're excited about us. So that was really cool. And then the game itself was, I mean, you look up in the stands, there's a bunch of Minnesota shirts with number 6 on it. There was just a bunch of Canadian fans. Like, it was just so surreal and definitely a moment I won't forget.
Yeah, I mean, I would echo a lot of that. I think overwhelming was like the perfect word, because when you first go out there, like, oh, this is a lot. And, just to see kind of where we've grown in, women's basketball in Canada especially, and the excitement around it, like Bridget mentioned, is a huge piece of it. Being in Edmonton was big for me, obviously, with my family member, my brother and my nephews seeing basketball for the first time, which thank God they saw that, because they actually enjoyed it. No more hockey. Just kidding, he's still into hockey.
Yeah.
But to be able to do that, I think, was really special, and, similar, like the jerseys that were around. Like, I saw my New York one first, my Canada one, and I was just like, all these different places that I've been in my career. And it's not always the easiest to kind of go through the ups and downs that a lot of people don't see about being a professional athlete, but in that moment it kind of makes you feel like it's all worth it. I cried when I was walking back to the locker room And when I got into the locker room, teammates were like, okay, I'm like, happy tears. I'm not a cute crier, but it's happy tears.
Happy, a little overwhelmed.
What was it like? You both were able to get the mic at the start and like welcome the crowd. Like, what was that moment like?
Well, first of all, I wasn't given a big heads up, and we all know I don't love talking in front of crowds.
When did you find out?
On the bus to the game.
Oh no.
So like an hour before I had to do it. Yeah.
I'm so not.
Which, I mean, it turned out okay, and I got a little heads up and like, hey, just mention these things, but luckily I didn't mess up, and it was cool, like addressing the crowd. I think that was necessary, especially like the Canadians, and being so thankful for the excitement and everyone showing up. And you know, we've fought for like this energy in Canada for a long time, so it was just like proof that there is love, there is interest there. So I think that was just what I wanted to share with the crowd.
I mean, I had like a day in advance, but they were like, don't say what Bridget said. Like, do something different. And in my head, I was like, okay. So I kept trying to run through it in my head a little bit, and I kept going, what's up, Canada? And I was like, nope, Bridget said that. Bridget said that. Do not say what's up, Canada. I don't remember what I said because I blanked out at that moment. But I was just like, okay, bring the energy like Bridget did. Like, just be good like Bridget. So, you know what? I did full winging it situation. Yeah. And you know what? It worked out.
There you go.
But the energy was there, thank God. Because I didn't want to yell like, what's up, Canada? And then like nobody screaming back. And that kind of be.
It's kind of tough.
I used Bridget's blueprint for it. So.
Yeah. What was your reaction when you found out that a W team was coming to Toronto?
It's like hard to believe, like, you know, like, because it obviously isn't official yet. I mean, it's official, but it's not like you don't see it yet. So it's still like, I'm still processing, I think. It's really, really cool though. Like the interest, people are really putting their money where their mouths are now. Like it's not just people being excited about it. It's not just people talking about it. Like, no, like people are actually getting things done. So that's what's really exciting.
Yeah, it was like I think when it first came out, there was like rumors. So then the league was like, it's not official.
Yeah.
And we were like, okay, so it's not. And then all of a sudden it was. And so kind of the back and forth and, you know, knowing some of the rumblings of it as it was kind of progressing through its kind of situation. Obviously the disappointment of the original bid not going through. But I think I was just really excited for everyone in Canada and for that next generation that's actually physically going to be able to see what they can be on a huge stage like the WNBA. And just to think about how kids like our generation are kind of that Vince Carter effect and like what's that next generation going to look like in terms of the effect of the WNBA, it could be similar, right? Like we have, I don't know how many people in the WNBA and the NBA nowadays that are probably around our age group where like Vince made it kind of cool to play basketball. Thinking about that times probably like 5 or 10 in terms of the number of people that will come out from Canada and play significant roles in international leagues and NCAA and then WNBA and NBA is just really, really exciting to think about.
Yeah, it's wild to see how far we've come. You two have obviously been a huge part of building that momentum. The hot topic right now is everybody's wondering what they're going to name the team. If you had a chance to submit a name for the Toronto team, what would you submit?
I hate this question. I'm not a creative person.
I also am not.
That's why I don't have TikTok. Like, I'm just not creative enough.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But
Something like a northern animal, like the beavers.
you can't see the loon.
The beavers, the moose.
I was like, the loons.
Toronto mooses.
The Toronto Toonies. I'm trying to explain people.
Toonies. We the moose.
No, that's just weird.
We the moose.
So weird. Oh my god.
Literally thinking about the mascot coming down the street.
No.
Okay, well, we'll
We'll leave that to the professionals.
Okay.
Yeah,
The
we
real
tried that
creative,
one time
the
with
creative
us.
professionals.
Because like certain national teams have nicknames.
Yeah.
Like the Australian Boomers.
Belgian cats.
Yeah, we were like, so what would we be? The Canadian Maple Leafs? We were like, no. Maple syrup?
Maple syrup.
No, it was really hard. We tried a lot of different things. It didn't work. So I'm going to leave that to professionals.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I like that. Probably could ask ChatGPT, which is a
We
good.
can ask the robots anything.
While we were trying to come up for questions for this, we decided to like put ChatGPT to the test and asked it to come up with one question for each of you.
So you put our information in with the AI.
It knows
Thank
you.
you.
We
Thank
started
you.
off with.
We're on there already.
Yeah, we started off with, do you know Kia Nurse and Bridget Carleton? And it's like, yeah. And then it was like a whole backstory.
That's concerning.
Yeah, it's okay. Too famous for the world. Kia,
No.
ChatGPT really wanted to know, what's the weirdest fan interaction you've ever had?
Oh, weirdest fan interaction? Ooh. I've had a lot of interactions with fans. I had one lately that I actually I felt a little bad about. But it was like middle of the game, and they're like, can we take a picture with you? And I was like, no, I'm working. But I was also like really frustrated and flustered in the moment, so I just felt bad about it. But yeah, I don't think I've had a ton of like super, like I've had some strange Instagram interactions, like in terms of what I see in my private messages or like DMs, they just get blocked.
Yeah.
Or like instantly blocking. You don't reply to those ones. But for the most part, I'm pretty chill with the fans. You
Life's
know?
pretty okay.
They leave me alone.
Some good energy out there. Yeah.
And I say hi when we're
When
around
you're
each
not
other.
working.
Yeah, when I'm not working.
Yeah.
We can take pictures anytime I'm not working. But when I'm playing basketball, I'm technically working.
That's
my job.
true.
So
I like it. Bridget, growing up on a farm in Chatham.
I didn't grow up on a farm. Chatham, whatever this is wrong. I didn't grow up on a farm.
I gotta finish the question.
Chatham, baby, Chatham.
What's the funniest or most unusual farm chore you've had to do?
That's amazing.
I cannot answer that question.
That's amazing.
Do you grow up on a farm?
No. Yeah, you never been to Chatham, that's why. And you
How many
always
people have been to Chatham?
a lot.
In the comments,
Have you been
please
to Chatham?
mention.
I've driven
how many
through.
people
There
have
you
been to
go.
Chatham. Driven through doesn't count.
Still counts. Anyways, did not grow up on a farm.
Yeah.
Grew up in a city, small city, but it's a city with a backyard, a pool, grass,
Tell
no
us-
animals.
Give us the
a
most
dog.
interesting fact about Chatham for the people.
The Hawaiian pizza
Yes.
was created in Chatham by
Really?
a man named Sam. He's Greek, but he created it in Chatham
Yes.
at a restaurant called Satellite Restaurant, downtown Chatham.
We couldn't get his last name.
Pineapple, but it's some Greek last name. It'd be easy to Greek.
Really?
Didn't want to attempt the
Yeah.
pronunciation.
Okay, how's the Hawaiian pizza in Chatham?
Delicious.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. I
Pineapples
might,
don't belong on
yes
pizza.
to pineapples on pizza
I might stop.
in honor of Chatham
Absolutely not.
and Sam.
For Sam, I would look at it, but I'm not eating it.
One thing I don't know about the two of you is how the two of you met.
I had a feeling that was coming.
Really? What? You can see it in my
I
eyes.
think he has to tell the story.
How did you meet?
Yeah.
Okay, what I was thinking about this earlier when they told us we had to do this, because I'm like, what if they asked us how we met?
Trying to
How
get your
did
story
we meet?
straight.
U15 Team Ontario.
That's what I thought it was. Okay.
Yeah.
So U15 Team Ontario was a long time ago. At the time, myself and 3 of my other teammates from Transway were on the team. Obviously, we played together. since we were, like,
let me set the stage though.
set the
Kia
stage.
was already like well known in Ontario. Like she was really good in like club basketball. She was well Transway, you know, the big thing, you know. And I'm just small little Chatham girl,
Just coming off the farm.
not the farm,
Yep.
not the farm. But this is my first like opportunity at this level, like provincial stage.
Yeah,
Anyway.
first time never seeing a horse when she walked over the front door. And so there was like this, I had my friends there, and I was very nervous at Team Ontario at the time too, but because I had a group of friends, it was nice. Then we see Bridget.
I did not have friends. On the
Wasn't
team.
that you didn't have friends?
On
Just
a team.
Yeah.
I didn't know
we
anybody.
we didn't know each other yet. And she was like the sweetest little thing. And it's like, you know when you see someone, you're like, oh, I just want to hug them. Like, there's little cutie patooties. She's only a year younger than us, but like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I saw you like you were like my little cousin or
Aw.
something. So we decided we were going to bring her into our group of 4 and turn it into a group of 5. I don't know if she wanted to come into our group.
I was hesitant.
Yeah. We weren't sure she wanted to be a part of the group. But we wanted to make sure she had some friends, and Bridget did not speak.
I was very quiet.
Very quiet.
Yeah.
She kind of just looked at us like we were crazy for most of the time that we were there, which is
Do you blame me?
factual.
Has that changed at all?
I mean,
No.
Yeah.
And from that point on, I mean,
yeah,
at some point she started talking and liking us,
yeah,
and then we became friends.
yeah,
Cool.
And then we had to be roommates all the time.
yeah.
So
12 years ago.
that's 12 years.
That's wild.
Now we're besties and I'm not as quiet.
Yeah.
No, oh no.
She's so
she
weird.
like is when she talks, she gets you though. Like she throws some like shade at you sometimes too, which is
Wow.
like you need it. But like
This
it
is
comes
a safe
hard.
space. You can like.
Yeah, no, she
No.
chats.
That's totally fair.
She chats.
What was it like sharing your first Olympic experience with somebody like Kia, who you've known for so long?
Yeah, it was big for me having Kia and Natalie. Those two were huge for me. Natalie and I were playing on the links together at the time, so like the lead up, at least I was thankful to have Natalie in my corner as well. But Kia was huge. I mean, she had been there before. She's at that point we were good friends. We still are, but like at that point we had developed a really good relationship. So just people I can lean on. You know, it's like high stress environment. You feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders, like in those moments. And playing a lot of minutes, my first Olympic experience. It was nice to just be able to lean on them when I needed them, and I think vice versa. We had that relationship. We still do. But yeah, thankful for them that they've kind of led the way for me to kind of follow in their footsteps.
So much past tense. Like I'm right here. It's like I'm gone.
We're still friends. I still
friends.
follow in her footsteps.
We're still friends.
She's still
We
older than me.
By like, yeah, a year. I was gonna say a couple months.
And 3 months.
3 months. A year and 3 months.
Nice. Okay, we're gonna get into the last segment here. We went through some of the archives for
love archives.
some fun moments. Just like one.
2015 Ontario team. When we were children.
No, please no.
I had a unibrow back then.
Here, hit spacebar and let us, ask some questions
Spacebar.
after.
Spacebar.
Tell us about that.
I got an email for the invite for the assessment camp in December, and I was so excited. As soon as I got the email, I went and ran to my mom. I was like, Mom, look. I was so excited, and by the time the assessment camp came, I was very nervous, but it was awesome. It was a good experience.
Yeah, no, where was that camp held at?
At Humber College in Toronto.
Okay.
Why do I sound
How
like
many
I'm
girls would
3
be
years old?
invited to that?
It was a lot. It was probably like 30 girls that were around.
Pause it there.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, looking back on that, like, what do you think?
That was like, well, first of all, one of those men is like one of my dad's good friends, so I was comfortable because of that. But that was like my first like TV interview. Like I was so nervous, and it looks like it. But that was after a really cool moment in my career, like playing for the cadet national team for the first time, which again will always be like one of the highlights of my career because that was like an official like playing for Team Canada for the first. It was just unreal. But oh my goodness.
This is amazing. When did we get the colors?
Braces.
Your eyebrows haven't changed much.
No, they got better.
No, these aren't bad. I'm not saying
No,
they're
but
bad
we got better.
Oh, sorry.
Where's Kia? I want to see young Kia.
Okay, relax. We've seen young Kia's unibrow many times.
Definitely exciting, and we're definitely gonna go in and we're gonna battle, and we're gonna try, and we're gonna medal. We're gonna try medal.
We're
gonna battle.
Oh my God, I need to
Back and forth the whole game,
actually
and
seen
it was
this
really
one.
exciting to play. The atmosphere was unbelievable, and a loud crowd always makes for a lot of fun. So it was a big battle. I think.
We're gonna pause it because it's
We're gonna try. We're gonna try to medal. We're
I've
gonna
seen
try.
this one before, and I'll tell you, I said the word battle like 6 times. I can't think of another one.
That was before you became a TV star.
This was prior to any sort of media understanding. I had no training, but I did not understand how to do this.
You were just like so hype. I was like, what's going
No,
on?
I don't think I was hype. I was probably running off of pure adrenaline and exhausted. I looked real, like my hair wasn't done.
That was Age Group World Cup, right?
That was, yeah, because that's like that. So that was my first.
Your hair.
I know, look at this. My pre-wrap is falling back.
Shay. Isn't that
Little
Shay?
baby Shay,
Aw.
baby Quinn, baby Potter. This was, I think, my was World Championship. So that was my second year. Like my first year was the qualifying year for that.
Yeah.
And that was my second year, and I was like terrified of everything. First camp, I remember calling my mom like, "Come get me, take me home. I don't know how to do this."
Nice.
But here we are.
Look how far we've come.
We have. Let's just hopefully this is you again. Oh, it's me.
Copper the leader, no good. Rebound, Phoenix.
Nothing, different shoes.
Take a timeout.
Actually, it's the same shoe.
Why'd you just fall to the ground?
Because I'm telling you, I didn't know what to do. I had no idea what to do.
So that was gonna be my question. Yeah, like
That was crazy.
Well, the thing was, I'm pretty sure we were supposed to take a timeout, but no one told me. So when we got the rebound and I just started going, I was like, well, it's too late now. And then I looked up and I was like, I have to shoot this. Didn't know the score, nothing. I hit a little Euro step because Courtney Vandersloot jabbed at me and I got real scared, picked it up. That point you gotta shoot. So, I dropped to the ground because I was like, oh my God, it went in. Like, who would have thunk it? I would not have thunk it. So I dropped to the ground because I also didn't know what else to do. And then
I feel like you went
I was
from
like
like
this for the rest of the night. They're like, well, how did that go? I don't know. I had no thought process. So I just threw it. And Sandy's back there like she was supposed to call a timeout. I'm like, I'm sorry. This is like more like a championship moment, like when you're supposed to like get on the ground and like really freak out. This was like regular season. Most of my it was 4-3.
Eight games
and it was
in the season.
2-5. Like,
nice.
No, but any game winner like that is impressive.
yeah, never again. I've never done that again. And I probably won't because I'm still shaking
You never
thinking
know.
about it now. Oh my God.
Man, I'm shaking. It's not even me.
cool moment. Cool moment.
Chills. Hopefully this is you now.
Yes, that's me.
Yeah, walk us through this.
Yeah, walk us through this.
41
This whole
points.
game?
Yeah.
Okay, well at this point, I was already shooting well. Like I had hit like 7 threes.
Yeah.
And then I was like, this is gonna go up. This has to go up. I have to shoot this again. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, it was one of those games like I wasn't feeling great. Like I was tired. Like I was texting one of my friends before the game. I was like I don't have energy for this game right now. Warm up wasn't great. Like I was fine. Like shooting fine. Didn't when you just like meh.
No.
Yeah, totally. I totally
Yeah.
know.
No.
When
I
it comes to that game,
play like man, I
But
play like
then it's like opposite for me sometimes. And then the ball gets tipped to start the game. I get the ball, pull it for 3 like 4 seconds into the game, and I hit it, and it felt really good. And I was like, oh well, here we go.
Yeah.
And then once you hit a couple, it's like you're just shooting everything. And it was one of those games where I swear, like it wasn't even hitting the rim. Like I probably should have shot like 10 more times because it was just ridiculous.
Wow.
No heat check.
Yeah.
Where were you when you saw this? What was your reaction?
I was at home, time change, probably sleeping. But when I saw it on Instagram, like I saw the whole thing and I was like, I think I texted you and I was like, why didn't they guard you after this?
Yeah.
I saw it because it comes in little clips on Instagram, right? And the first one, like you did hit, was like literally tip and shoot it. And then the next one was like a sidestep. It was like a and I was like, why did they not guard you at that point? Like, if you're shooting that for like your first shot.
Yeah.
We're all just fans.
That was.
We're all watching you
Thanks,
like, wow.
Yeah, that's definitely highlighted my career. That's the most. Yeah.
Nice.
That's most points. No,
Yeah.
I feel like Iowa State.
No,
'cause you were
I never scored.
bugging at Iowa State.
I never scored 40.
Oh my God, Iowa State was like, Bridget! Iowa didn't know what to do with themselves when they got Bridget. Ooh. It's a Big 12 Player of the Year for a reason. What is this?
Your bucket and one.
Oh,
That was your first bucket after your HCA too.
I won't cry because I've got mascara on.
In the WNBA at the end of the
Wow.
season.
Yeah.
So nice.
I was so
and one.
pumped.
Yeah,
Oh, look at that little
great.
scream. Oh,
Man.
What's
Yeah.
like going through your head as, obviously there's a lot there, but like you score the basket, it's an and one, like the hype, emotion, like what's going through your mind?
Thank God it went in. Was number one. Thank God I didn't fall. Was number two. I don't know. There was a lot going on. That was like the first real like organized basketball game that I had been in 300 some odd days, and so I was worried because World Championship. I had no idea what I was going to look like or like what it was going to be like. But I knew that I had to give myself some grace because it was the first time that I'd been back. Honestly, if I had to rewatch it, like the whole thing, I'd give myself a pretty good grade for like being back for the first time in a long time. I'd also give myself a bit of a crazy check mark because like who does 8 games in 10 days off an ACL surgery? I don't know. My smartest one. But yeah, that moment was just like, I think that scream was literally all 12 months of tedious work, of good days, of bad days, of like the days where I never thought I'd play basketball again, and the days where I was like, why the hell am I doing all this again just to go back out there and maybe put myself in another compromising position. First compromising position, stuck the landing. So solid day.
Bridget, what was your reaction? Like my favorite part of that is you gave the assist, but like the minute she scores and gets the foul, you like turn the other way and you're already screaming. Like you know you're in the moment with her. What's that like?
Yeah, I think obviously in general, like it's our first bucket of the World Championships. We're just excited to be there. We like get an and one. Like what a way to start the World Championships. But that had like nothing to do with compared to like how proud I was of Kia for not only getting back to that point, but it's not like she was training with us from day one of training camp. Like she was slowly worked in. Like it was incredible to see her back on the court, ready to start at a World Championships, and then the first possession of the game getting an and one like that way. Like she didn't shoot a three. She wasn't shooting a wide open layup. Like that's an and one after like what all that she went through. So I think it was just like a moment of relief. Like okay, we're good. Like Kia's here. She's ready. We're ready. Like let's go do something. And we did at that tournament.
No
And I got an assist, so that was fun.
You did get an assist. It started turning off. I had about 19 minutes and 52 seconds left in my playing time for the day.
Yeah.
It started out strong because I was on that real minutes restriction.
And the last was just a photo of a moment.
Oh, yeah, talk about this moment.
Yeah.
Great picture.
That was super cool. I got the call about making the All-Star 5 at the World Cup. Like, we were eating dinner after the game, after our last game. We just lost the bronze medal, so we were kind of sad, but got the call, and Sammy and Kia came with me to get the award, which is really special because they're two of my best friends, not only teammates, but best friends off the court too. So special to share that moment with them. That's something that I never thought would happen. Like, that was a pretty cool moment for me, and to have them there was even better.
Yeah, for Kia, for you, what's it like knowing Bridget all those years from like Team Ontario to see her named as one of the best 5 at the World Cup?
Well, she pretends she doesn't know it was going to happen. I knew this was going to happen, mainly because when you go through a process with somebody and it's like a frequent process, like we've known each other for so long, but also probably have seen each other every summer since then. And watching how Bridget has continued to kind of come out of her shell in terms of like communication vocally, but also basketball-wise, like. There was times when we were younger where I feel like we knew how much potential and talent Bridget had. It was undeniable. Sometimes we'd just be like, shoot it again, or like shoot it every time you're open. Because sometimes she would kind of pass up and defer that. And now it's like, you don't even have to worry about that with her. Like, you know she's gonna step up in big moments. You know she's gonna be solid. And for me as a teammate, knowing every single day that we're gonna go out there and we're gonna battle together, and I'm gonna battle with Bridget, I know I know exactly what I'm gonna get from her, right? She's gonna play hard, she's gonna do everything she can to win, she's gonna drop big buckets, she's gonna scream when she needs to scream and get us going. You know, she's gonna be that person who's just so solid, and that's exactly what she was for us in this tournament, and we needed that, and we would not have gotten anywhere close to a bronze medal game without Bridget performing at her highest level, and the rest of us kind of got on board with that, and we're like, all right, we got to keep up with Bridget. Let's go. Let's keep going, because then we can win some games. And that reward is just a testament to the hard work that Bridget's put in and the way that she has played for us, not only in this tournament but throughout her career.
Thank you. And our team success helped that. And then we're being knuckleheads, of course, because that's what we are.
That's literally us in a nutshell. Usually, if you see a picture of one of us, two of us are in the background.
Yeah.
That's why we needed like 3 people as roommates. We struggled when we had only 2. We could only have 2 people in a room. We were like, so we just come over
Sarah
here.
lived with us half the time too. Easy.
How'd you guys like that?
On the Best Friend series.